5 easy ice-breaking tips for introverts. Hello, welcome to the 5 Positives channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 easy ways for introverts to break the ice without feeling drained or uncomfortable. Being an introvert isn't about being shy or antisocial. It's just that socializing can drain our energy rather than recharge it. If you're an introvert, you might find that you prefer spending time alone or with a small group of close friends, and that's okay. You're thoughtful, introspective, and deep in your thinking, and you likely enjoy meaningful, one-on-one conversations over small talk. But let's be real, even for us introverts, socializing is part of life. Whether it's work events, parties, or just meeting new people, we've all been in situations where breaking the ice feels like a massive challenge. But here's the thing, you don't have to change who you are to connect with others. There are simple, effective ways to start conversations that feel natural and not overwhelming. We're going to share 5 tips that are designed to help you start those conversations and enjoy them too. So, let's jump in. Tip number 1, ask open-ended questions. One of the easiest and most natural ways to start a conversation is by asking a question that invites the other person to share more about themselves. As an introvert, this is great because you're not putting the spotlight on yourself, but rather on the other person. Open-ended questions require more than just a yes or no answer, which gives the other person room to talk and opens up the conversation. For example, instead of asking "Did you have a good weekend?" which could lead to a simple yes or no, try something like, "What's the most interesting thing you did this weekend?" Or, "How did you spend your Saturday?" These types of questions allow the other person to expand on their answer, and it naturally leads to more topics to discuss. Asking open-ended questions also shifts the focus away from you. You don't have to worry about whether you're saying the right thing, because you're creating space for the other person to take the lead. It makes the conversation feel more relaxed and less intimidating for both of you. Tip number 2, use shared situations as conversation starters. As introverts, sometimes coming up with a fresh conversation topic feels like a lot of pressure. But what if you didn't have to come up with something new? What if you used something happening right around you to spark a conversation? For example, imagine you're at a networking event. You might feel nervous about initiating a conversation with someone you don't know, but if you notice something happening in the room, that can be a perfect conversation starter. You could say, "The speaker today was really engaging. What did you think of their presentation?" Or, if you're at a coffee shop, you could mention the song playing. "I can't seem to get this song out of my head. Do you know who sings it?" The beauty of using shared situations is that it's not about coming up with something impressive to say. You're commenting on something happening in the moment, which makes the conversation feel natural and comfortable for both you and the other person. Tip number 3, compliment something specific. Compliments are a great way to break the ice, but they can feel awkward if they're too general or forced. Instead of saying something like, "I like your outfit," try being more specific and authentic. Maybe say, "That color really suits you, it's so vibrant." Or, "I love how your shoes add a fun touch to your outfit. Where did you get them?" When you give a specific compliment, it shows that you're paying attention and that you appreciate something unique about the other person. The key is to keep the compliment sincere and specific. This makes it feel genuine and helps to establish rapport without feeling forced. It can even open the door for them to share more. "Oh, thanks. I actually just bought them from this small store downtown." From there, you can dive into a conversation about stores or shopping habits, or even travel if the person mentions where they got them. Tip number 4, share a little story. I know that as introverts, we tend to shy away from talking too much about ourselves. For instance, maybe you recently tried a new activity, like pottery or cooking a complicated recipe. You could share that in a way that is fun and invites others to share their experiences too. "So, last weekend I tried pottery for the first time. I ended up making more of a mess than anything, but it was a lot of fun. It's a story that's easy to share, and chances are, someone will relate or chime in with their own funny experiences. We might even feel like we don't have anything exciting to share. But sharing a short, light-hearted story can actually make the conversation flow and help others feel more connected to you. Sharing stories makes you seem more approachable, and it shows that you're willing to open up in a way that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be an elaborate or deeply personal story, just something light that allows others to engage with you more naturally. The fifth and final tip: offer help or advice. This is another easy way to break the ice because it puts the focus on the other person and allows you to be helpful without feeling like you're performing in front of others. For example, if you're at a crowded event and you see someone looking around, maybe ask if they need help finding something. Hey, do you need help locating the snack table? Or, if someone's struggling to choose between two options, you could say, I've been to that restaurant before, I personally love the pasta. But hey, it's totally up to you. Offering help in these small, casual ways is an easy way to strike up a conversation, and it's not about you being in the spotlight. It's about you connecting with someone else through a helpful gesture. Offering advice or help doesn't require you to step out of your introverted comfort zone. It just makes the other person feel supported, and the conversation will flow naturally from there. To recap, we've covered 5 simple ways for introverts to break the ice and start conversations without feeling overwhelmed or drained. Asking open-ended questions. Using shared situations as conversation starters. Offering specific compliments. Sharing a little story. And offering help or advice. Socializing doesn't have to be exhausting or stressful. With these small steps, you'll feel more confident navigating social situations in a way that's authentic to you. Remember, you don't need to change who you are to make meaningful connections. Let's continue to support each other on this journey of social connection. And if you have any ice-breaking techniques of your own, I'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comments below. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching.